Yeah, what's going on, guys and girls? It's your boy Gmias back at. Yo, listen, I had to start this off like this. Just take a look at where the ball is. It's a reason why I'm showing you this, bro. This is why I just can't deal with EA Sports, and it's just really to the point where, bro, I'm about to just fucking the next guy I see, I'm gonna rip his dick off and shove it in his mouth. Just look at this and see what happens. Look where the ball is. The ball is up there, but his hands are up picking that shit. How the fuck is he picking that shit? Yo, like yo, listen, let me look at it again, because I don't know if these EA guys are not getting enough pussy, or if they're females, they're not getting enough dick. I don't know what's happening. But why the fuck is the ball in his chest, but both their hands are up? And, yo, whatever, man. Yeah, anyway, listen, man. This is another game I played the other day. Headshot body drop, a.k.a. full-time all the time, a.k.a. take it in the rear when he plays Gmias, dog. Like, straight up. But he also put this video out, and I would appreciate it if, anybody that's watching this would take a look at his point of view from the other side of anal rape. Because there's always two sides to the anal rape. You know what I'm saying? So he's the, I guess, the pleasuree. I don't know. I just made that up. I just made that word up. I'm not sure if it's in the dictionary for my younger listeners and viewers. I think he's the pleasuree because he actually took enjoyment from this. And it was a point where, you know what I'm saying, I did grab him by the elbows and, you know what I'm saying, put him in a fucking full Nelson. And he said give him more. So you'll get to see how the game started off, because it seems like it was going to be vice versa the way the game starts off, because he just comes out ready to go. You know, look at this shit. He picking me off. He don't give a fuck, bro. You know, the dude was walking around with a fucking jar of peanut butter in his hand. But it doesn't really matter about that. You guys can take a look at the video. But I wanted to say thanks to all the guys that left the comments about, you know, their R&B albums of the past. You know, that were the shit back then. That used to, get the draws like really, really fast. You know, it's a different type of era that we live in now. You know, the era we live in now, it's not about romance. Like, we had who was that? We had a lot of different artists in the past. You know, Barry, Luther. It was a lot of guys that, you know, had deep voices like, yeah, baby, I want to fuck. But, like, they didn't say it like that. They really just, they made it so it was romantic. It was a different type of era where, you know, they tried to be seductive. And I'm pretty sure in that era there was a lot of whores that just wanted to get fucked and just like, yeah, go ahead, tell me, yeah, you want to fuck me, yeah, you know, turn the lights down low, like stupid shit like that. They're probably like, yeah, whatever, because there's always girls like that just don't want to, you know, have to deal with the whole, this guy wants to be romantic and every day he wants to throw out flower petals on the bed. Like, bro, pull your dick out, for fucking crying out loud. But then there's some females that love it, you know, that want to have, you know, I guess a little bit of foreplay, you know, romance and all that kind of crazy shit. But, you know, like, it's always two sides to the story. And at that time, in that era, a lot of women did prefer to be romance before they gave the draws up. But at the end of the day, when you do what you're supposed to do, like this fucking bum Olsen right there drops the ball. When you do what you're supposed to do, you know, you can get away with less romance and less foreplay. Like, if you banging somebody out, right, they won't really care as much about the foreplay. But if you walking around like what's that dude? I can't remember that dude. I'm just gonna go with R. Kelly on this one, because we know he's suffering from small penis syndrome. If you walking around with something like that, you might have to sing a couple R&B songs and do some foreplay. But if you're able to do what you're supposed to do, and she doesn't know where she's at the end of the session, you may be able to get away with just, you know, just like, oh yeah, what's up, babe? You in the kitchen? All right, bend over. You know, shit like that. But in some cases, it is, you know, every now and again, if you're with your woman for, you know, a decent amount of time, if you're in a relationship of longevity, it's good. It's good every now and again to, you know, to spark up some romance and do stuff like that. You know, say keep everything going. You know, that's definitely necessary. Yeah, get pop that pussy like a zit. Good shit. But, you know, for the most part, it was a completely different era. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that left their, you know, their comments. The one thing that did interest me, though, is the Jodeci. When I believe it was Toddster, he left a comment about Jodeci. We were also talking on Facebook, and I don't think he realized that KC was beating the fuck out of Mary J. Blige, whatever the name is. But it was very interesting to me when that story came out that he was fucking Bruce Lee in her. All of a sudden, he just, I guess, like, when she finally left, when she got the courage to leave his dumb ass, Jodeci went downhill. Like, they did the KC and JoJo for a little bit, and I guess he just didn't have his punching bag, and he didn't have the inspiration anymore. You know, some people need different things to motivate them, And KC probably needed to beat a bitch's ass to, to really get that R&B going and, R&B flowing. And for everybody that doesn't know, like, I always have to make sure that I'm clear for my Caucasian listeners, as well as my other listeners from all over the country. Jodeci is a group that's compiled with black African American Negroes that used to get it popping in the 90s, in the early 90s, even like I guess they were around late 80s, early 90s. They had it popping. Mary J. Blige is a female singer that for some reason never sounds good live. And I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know if she's doing auto-tune like T-Pain. I don't know what she's doing, but she sounds horrible when she sings live. But yeah, she's pretty good in the studio though. But KC, which was one of the lead singers of Jodeci, was beating the fuck out of her on a regular basis. And during that process, he actually put out a lot of good hits. But no pun intended, because he was hitting the fuck out of her. But eventually, after she left, I don't know what happened to Jodeci. I don't know. Really, Casey and JoJo, they had some good shit going on. Look at this dumb shit. I fucking hate this game. But it was some good shit going on for a while. And eventually, after she left, she got the courage to leave his dumb ass. He just started putting out some real weak shit. But you can't take away the classics from him. And like I said, people need different motivation. You know what I'm saying? Me, for the most part, I need some Ciroc, Patron, or in this case, oh my, he gonna catch this shit. Ciroc, Patron, in this case, some Appleton rum that just came from Jamaica for me. Different things that I don't need much. I'm like this all the time. A total douchebag that's always just trying to have fun and shit. But some people need different motivations. You know what I'm saying? Sandusky needed a soundproof room in his basement. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly needed to urinate on a female that was below age limits. People just need different things to get their point across. But I did want to just say thanks to everybody that came out, that messaged me and just left their information of what they suggest, because it's like a community that we have here, and what can help one of us, helps all of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good that was able to, people left their opinions or whatever like that. But I did wanted to touch on something that actually interests me about this female referee in the NFL that has people in an uproar. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know why it's such an uproar, because if anybody was with me last year that watched the NFL and saw what the replacement refs did, I don't think a female will be that much worse. You know what I'm saying? What? Because she has a vagina, she can't run up and down and look at these steroid freaks and make a call? So she doesn't have the vision like a man. Like it's certain things that like a mechanic. Like I'm not gonna bring my car to get an oil change by a female mechanic. You can call me biased, whatever like that. I ain't trying to do that, because I still have females around me that tell me that there's a genie bottle on in their car, and they just keep on driving around with it and making wishes, not realizing that the fucking car needs oil. So I can't just buy that. And like I said, I have a lot of females around me at all times. Not to make Ms. Gmias upset, but whatever. It's just whatever. Just females around, whatever. I'm not trying to just say I'm trying to bang everybody. I'm just saying they're usually around, and I just would not prefer to leave my car in the hands of a female. That being said, I don't give a fuck if it's a female ref. If she's making the right calls, what the fuck do I care? See, that's the problem with America. And also, you see that shit that just came up where people leave the subject read? Do not send me a message with the subject read. That, I don't understand why people do that. I fucking hate it, and I think it's the stupidest shit that's ever been, developed to start a trend where people just put read in the fucking subject. Put a real goddamn subject. The subject isn't fucking read. Put a subject there. The fuck, man? Alright, sorry, I went on a little rant, but getting back to that female, the female referee thing. Watching the replacement refs work was the fucking most horrendous thing I've ever seen in any sporting event. And I was very surprised that the owners in the NFL allowed that to go on. It just showed me how greedy billionaires really are. That they would jeopardize their craft for a fucking negotiation to take care of the referees that has helped the game grow. And they weren't asking for much in the whole realm of what is available and reasonable. I did a lot of reading into that and seeing what they were asking for. It definitely wasn't something that couldn't have been done prior to the season. That being said, for all these chauvinistic pigs and all these dickheads, I have certain things that I could not let a female do for me. Okay? And the number one thing is do anything to my car or fly me in an airplane. But I'm going to tell you this right now. To watch a couple of guys that juice, take HGH, and do all. You made XXI Pat quick. Good shit. To watch a couple of fucking idiots run around with helmets on and make calls that, you know what I'm saying, that are basic. I don't see what's wrong with that. I'm going to touch on that more in my next vid because this video is coming to an end. Like I said, check out Full Time All the Time's channel. There should be a podcast out later. Definitely check that out. Keep showing your boys some love. Let's let this shit grow. Until next time, I'm about to let my dick grow and get some skins. One love.